Alright, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're loading up some more scrap and hauling it to the scrap yard. Thankfully we had the skid steer with the grapple buckets loaded up today, rather than loading it in by hand like I did last time. Overall, we got a lot of stuff done, and it was a really fun time. We primarily use the skid steer with the grapple bucket attachment to pick up logs and trees along the farm, but it works just as well to pick up scrap too, and it's pretty much endless on how much stuff that it can pick up as long as you're not overbearing it and putting too much weight on it. With the grapple bucket having the little individual fingers, it allows you to skim through the dirt like this and pick up everything in one go. This prevents you from having to go through and pick everything up by hand. It makes it that much more reliable and useful, and that much quicker. With the addition of the Red Bull can, that completed the first of 2 loads that we took off to the scrapyard today. We went and dumped this, and then we came back and loaded up for the second. And if you've never hauled anything to a scrap place before, you usually have to drive it like this, go up on the scale, the light will stay red, they'll weigh you, then the light will turn green, and you're able to go up, dump your stuff, come back on the scale, they'll weigh you again, then you get your ticket and you get paid. Alright, and this is the last of 2 piles we have left to grab. There's just that old gate, some tin from a roof, I don't know, a bunch of random rims and stuff. Just a bunch of scrap. And I know earlier I said that you can take the grapple bucket and skim it through and pick up individual things. This stuff was just kind of spread out and would have just been faster if I pick it up by hand. So the skid steer could have done it, but I was there and I was able to help and just make it a little faster. So that's what I did. Another cool thing about this grapple is you're able to determine how wide or narrow you want your hand to be whenever you pick something up. So you can get it kind of close, pick something up like you did with this tree root, and it's great for small stuff like that as well. This little bucket and some sort of small scrap attachment was actually the heaviest stuff we picked up today, but the skid steer and grapple bucket handled it just fine. This is the second little area we had to pick up today. Just some old gates and random pieces of pipe and tube. Nothing that the skid steer couldn't handle. With most of the pipe and tube kind of being up close to the building, my brother really couldn't get to it with the grapple bucket, so I was able to throw it on this old gate. We were able to wrap it up in a little scrap burrito and throw it right on the trailer. Worked perfect. The old bucket and attachment were the last things that we threw on for the day. And then my brother went through with the bucket and then pushed it in there for good measure so it didn't fly out. I didn't end up going to film the second dump, but we ended up making, I think, a little over $500 that day, which ended up paying for the fuel and left a little cash left over. If you guys liked the video, please subscribe. Have a good one.